Yes, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My own Boontog. Oops, it ejected 1 second. Audio. Yes. Okay. Oh, that looked like that worked fine. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Magandang umaga. My own Boontag. Merry Christmas. Here in the Philippines, it's Christmas, right? Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's having a good Christmas Eve there in the States. Yes, it is 6 in the morning, Christmas Eve, up and around. What's everyone doing? Live from the Philippines. I try to get my new webcam going, my Pocket 3. You can set it up as a webcam, but it wasn't working so well. The other thing I wanted to try was stream live to Facebook also, but I didn't get that going. But anyways, we are here Christmas morning in the Philippines, Christmas Eve in the West. I thought people would be home, so why not? Let's live stream. Let's get things going. What's everybody up to? How's Christmas Eve going? How's Christmas Day going if you're here in the Philippines? Yes. I caught a little bit of a Christmas bug. Probably one of the sickest I've been. I caught a bug. I had fever of 101 degrees for like almost 24 hours. So it's kind of sick, but definitely a lot better now. Feel good now. I don't think I have a fever anymore. So doing good. But yes, caught a Christmas bug. Yes, good morning. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Have a great day there. Hope God gives you everything you need in 2024. Yes. Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's having a good year. Hope everyone's doing well. Excited for closing of 2023 and starting out 2024. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so really excited for 2024. John says, good morning, Merry Christmas. Yes. Good morning. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Yeah, yes. We'll see you guys this afternoon. We'll be there at 12 o'clock. We got so we've got an event that we're doing, right? We've got the luncheon that we put on. So it should be I'm thinking around 20 or so. I think I have about almost 10 people confirmed on the Facebook group, but there's a lot of people that aren't in the group that I invited. So it's hard to tell exactly who will be there today, but I'm suspecting it'll be around 20 or so. So yeah, and I'm really excited about the quest because we have some connections with the managers there. So I think we can get some discounts and I was really looking for a venue where we could just show up, right? Just go and show up and not have to worry about it. We tried some other locations where it was just really kind of a headache and a hassle and a lot to manage for me. And this seems, I think it's going to be really easy for me. So really excited about today and the luncheon. So yeah, looking forward to it, Chris. It'll be a good time, man. Glad you're coming. Should be a combination. I think there might be a couple other vloggers there. I think Chad's in town, so he might be there. I'm not sure if David will be there or not. He was a little bit on the fence. Mike's in town, but I think he's got something else going on. I'm trying to think who else might be there. Yeah, as far as other vloggers. Yeah, not sure. But definitely, man, some really great people here in Cebu City are going to be there, though. Some really great guys. So yeah, really, I'm looking forward to today's luncheon. Should be a good time. A really good time. Jess, Jack. Yes, good morning. Christmas, good morning. Good Christmas Eve. Good Christmas morning, depending on where you're at. Yeah, perfect. Looking forward to meeting you all. Yes, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait too. One of the things I wanted to do was kind of set up these types of events and, kind of working through the bugs and the things that go along with that. So hopefully this works out and is a location that I can do kind of going forward where I don't have to kind of management so much. So with a combination of the Facebook group and this venue, I think we should be in good shape. So otherwise, what I was figuring is I needed to get an assistant to kind of help me out with all the details. When we were booking the last one when we did Thanksgiving, it was just such a really kind of a pain to get it all set up. So I'm really hoping this venue works out. But yes, Christmas morning here. I figure we just do a quick live and see how everyone's up to. Anything we want to talk about or go into, or any questions on the Philippines and living here, being here, what it's like? Merry Christmas. Did you and Joe exchange gifts? We didn't exchange gifts. So Joe, right? We talked about that before. We're in this change of our relationship. We're kind of focusing on more of a friendship. So she was going to go back to Christmas for be home for Christmas, but when we went to the ferries were all sold out. So Joe's actually right here. Yeah, no kidding. So she couldn't get a ferry back to Leyte to be home. They're all of them booked, and they're booked through I think Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, so she's here. We're hanging out. We're enjoying the time here. I actually I was really sick 2 days ago, man. So I've actually been quite ill and just kind of been in bed resting. But so it's kind of been a pretty chill time. But yeah, no, it's been a good Christmas, I would say so far. We're invited to go to a Christmas Eve party here in the Philippines. Christmas Eve is a pretty big deal here, and they celebrate right at midnight. And actually, I was woke up at midnight because of the fireworks and all that stuff that was going on. So Christmas Eve is a really big deal, and we were invited to go to some of my Filipino friends here for Christmas Eve. But unfortunately, like I was feeling better yesterday, but I was at where I didn't want to get anyone sick kind of deal. And so we ended up not going to the Christmas Eve party, but that was a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, so no, it's going well, man. It's it's the Philippines. It's Christmas in the Philippines. I can go to the pool later on today if I want. It's going to be nice and beautiful and that kind of deal. So yeah, good times. Hey, Morton, good morning. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing good there. Hope all is well. Yes, Merry Christmas. Do they have Santa as art of Christmas there? Do they have Santa as artist? They have Santa as art as Christmas there. What do you mean by that? The Santa as art? I haven't seen that. But yeah, they have a really big Christmas spirit here. It's huge, actually. I want to say in some ways it's bigger than the U.S. I mean, they start celebrating Christmas like September 1st. September 1st, they start putting up decorations and all that good stuff. So they do have a pretty big Christmas spirits. I didn't shoot a lot of the lights at Ayala Mall like I wanted to, just with the move and everything else that I had going on here. Actually, the last couple of weeks have been really, really busy for me. I haven't really been able to shoot many videos at all either. So I didn't really capture a lot of that with the move and everything. But yeah, no, it's been I really enjoy Christmas here so far. This will be my second Christmas here. I moved here early December last year. So yeah, it's a good Christmas. It's good times here. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holiday. Yes, John. Merry Christmas to you guys. Christmas Eve there if you're in the West. Just finished Christmas here, completely full. Yes, the Christmas Eve dinner, Christmas dinner there. Yeah, like I said, I was really kind of sad I didn't make that Christmas Eve party last night over at my friend John's house. He was, gracious enough to invite us over to his place and to be with him and his family for Christmas Eve. So I wasn't able to attend that, but next year, right? Next year. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get out there. Yes. Good morning, Chris. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas. It's a beautiful day here. I don't have my watch on, so I don't know what the temperature is, but I think it's around 70 something degrees. So it's nice and warm. The sun, the sun, as you can see right there, the sun's just starting to come up. It's pretty early, 6 a.m. So, but yeah, nice. It's really been nice weather so far. When I was here last year, December was a little bit on the wet side, and it's been pretty dry here so far this year, December. So it's been pretty good weather. Yes, hey Philip. Yes, Merry Christmas. ¿Cómo está? Thinking about New Year's resolutions. Yes, New Year's resolutions. I'm really excited about this year, getting back on track with my health and fitness. This place that I'm in now is really set up for me to fulfill on that. There's a really conveniently located gym right here. There's a good running area right here. So back into that, which, honestly, since probably July or so, has been pretty hit or miss just because we've been doing a ton of travel. So really looking to get back into the that for 2024, as well as to just keep growing and expanding YouTube and my abilities to shoot and edit and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of my 2024, and just, meeting new people, making new friends, really kind of settling into the Philippines lifestyle. Maybe do some travel outside of the Philippines. My visa is good through April. Maybe at the end of April, maybe I'll do a trip, maybe to Vietnam and check out maybe something there, or maybe go shoot over to Thailand for a weekend, or so I could see that in 2024 for me. So yeah, I'm excited about 2024. Really am. I feel I'm just kind of settled in here, and now able to kind of do a little bit more stuff and kind of get a little bit more home feeling, if that makes sense, right? Now that I'm not so figuring out a whole new country and a way of living, right? After being here a year, I've really felt like I've kind of got the basics down, if that makes sense. How to live, and just the day-to-day stuff is going pretty got it down. Was asking if they had Santa as a part. Oh, if they have Santa as a part of Christmas. I got you now. Yeah, no worries. I don't recall seeing Santa, any new pictures there. You know what? That's a good point, Kevin. And I get what you're saying now. Yeah, if he's a part of Christmas, like there in the States, you have, Santa in the malls and stuff like that. But you're right. It's not. He's not so much here, is he? It's more of a spiritual connection, with Jesus, I believe, and in that. So you're right. Actually, Santa is not a big part of the Christmas venue or the event and kind of that whole deal like it is in the United States. Yeah, absolutely. Good point, Kevin. I didn't even make that connection until you just kind of said it just now. But you're right. It's not as a big a part as you'd have it in the West. In the West, it is a lot about Santa and the less of the spiritual. Here, it's more of the spiritual and less about Santa. Yeah, really good, great question, Kevin. Really appreciate that. That's really interesting. Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, depending on where you're at. Does getting back on no more? Yeah, getting back no more avocado pie and over the Al Capone donuts. Yeah, it might mean that, unfortunately. Yep, it might mean that, which I need to. Well, so here's the thing I like to do, right? I like to exercise hard. I like to run and work out and swim and all that, and then eat whatever I want. And that's worked the first 53 years of my life. It might not work the next year or so. So I might have to start actually watching what I eat. I don't know. We'll see. I hope not, man. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Any news on the Himalayan reservation? Oh yeah. Yes, I have heard a little bit about that. And sorry, you guys, I still have a little bit of a cough, so I'll try to mute before I cough. But yes, I have heard a little bit on some reservations, and they started selling them. I'm also hearing that they came out with a pricing, and supposedly the pricing is just right on. Like I think it costs the same as a Honda Rally. What's that? 300. Yeah, it costs the same as that Honda 300 Rally. So, man, that's going to be great. I'm excited, man. I got to look at my finances a little bit. Honestly, the past 6 months, I really burned through a lot of cash doing a lot of travel. So I got to be a little bit careful. And the other part of it is YouTube hasn't been doing so well financially. So I might have to wait a little bit before I get that bike. But yeah, I'm really excited about that bike still. I think it looks phenomenal. I can't wait. Should be good. Yes, Cully. Hey, how's it going, man? Hope you're good there. Are you back in the States, or are you here? If I recall correctly, I thought you were traveling kind of back and forth. So hope all is good for you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah. My way is fun. Merry Christmas, Chris and Joe. Looks like you have a beautiful place to live now. Congrats on the great channel. Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to 2024 with you guys. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, no, this is a phenomenal place, man. I got really so lucky to get this place. Um, just as we were looking to go to Dumaguete and try to get located out there and really couldn't find any place to live, this place really fell in our lap. And so really excited to be here. It's incredible location. Beautiful, huge property, 96 square meters. Just a great place. But yeah, it looks like I'm getting some connection unstable. How's the connection look on your side? Is it blurry? Yeah, shoot. I'll have to get with my internet provider to see. I see a unstable connection, unfortunately. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. But yes, beautiful place here in the Philippines. Really, really love it a lot. Yeah. Wondering if this is a single man's live, right? Oh, that's great. Single man's live. Yes. Too funny. Give me a call and let's give me a call and let's get your views up on your channel. Yeah, man, I'm down. It's been fun. I enjoy the channel. I really do. I've really had to take some steps back and, be more like, reprioritize too with YouTube and just really kind of go back and have some fun with it. But yeah, I'm excited about it. It is fun. I do and really do enjoy it, but it is a lot of work, and just have to kind of take it in stride and reprioritize a little bit as far as my health and well-being and fitness, and then YouTube along with that, and then kind of riding around in there too. The channel identity is really kind of all over the place. I mean, it is Philippines, right? But I want to do riding stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there. And so I'm struggling with kind of getting the full identity down. Yeah, unfortunately, what I'm seeing here, gentlemen, is I do see a notification here that the connection is unstable. And let's see if we do a quick speed test. What we got. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like it's 25 down, which isn't too bad. It's a little bit slow right now, 10 down. So hopefully it's, looks like I've got. What I'm going to do is after the holidays, I will go back to Globe and see if they can come back out and do something to increase the bandwidth, because I do have supposedly I have a 200 meg pipe that I'm paying for. So I'll go back to them and see what we can do, because I'm not getting 200 meg. I'm getting like maybe 20 or 30 as I just look. So hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, we'll take a look and see what we got. Yeah, connection is and blurry. Yeah, sorry about that. We're going to try to disconnect everything that we have here to see if that helps at all with the bandwidth. We just have really limited connectivity. Let's see. All right, where's the next place you plan on go for road trip? Will you vlog it? Yeah, I don't. You know what? Actually, Philip, I do have a place that I'll probably be going to here really soon. My good buddy Scott. I don't know if he's been in a couple of videos. He doesn't like to be on camera, but he's kind of been around in a couple of videos. He's traveled with us a lot. So, so my good buddy Scott, he's actually moving to Iloilo. So I suspect what'll happen is I'll be going over to Iloilo and check that out. So they're doing a trip coming up next week, kind of early January. I might join them. I might not. It just kind of depends. I got a lot to kind of wrap up here still. So I might join them on that early trip to Iloilo. So I would think that'll be my next trip. And I'll definitely, it's kind of, whatever I'm up to. That is definitely the channel. As far as what I'm up to is I'm just going to shoot it. So I'll definitely shoot that. So I could see Iloilo being a trip. And then honestly, I love Camotes. I could see going back to Camotes Island. Maybe run over. I met another guy. Shout out to you, Tony. He's here for a couple months, and maybe he and I run over to Camotes for a little bit and do some trips. So yeah. So speaking of Camotes, I'll show you guys real quick what that looks like. We can go out to Camotes. I just love this little island here. You can tell by all the markers I have on here. It's not really far from Cebu, and it's really easy to get to. You basically take, you ride up from Cebu City here. you're from Cebu City down here, you just ride up and you go to Danao City, and there's I think it's probably this little flag right here. Nope. Yeah, Port of Danao. And you from Port of Danao here, you just catch a ferry right over to Camotes. And this little island here, guys, it's just so, I just really dig this island. It's a great little space. Yeah, really Heaven Cave, really amazing cave. There's, I think, 5 or 6 different caves. These guys right here, DJ's Beach Resort, and I've stayed here several times. Love this little place. Shout out to you, David and Juvie. They're just really great people. They have a great little setup there. So yeah, I'll probably go back to Camotes and tour around here. I just had a great time riding around this island and traveling around there. Really beautiful beaches here too. Where's that? I think it was down here. Santiago Beach. Look at that beach. I mean, just incredible, right? So yeah, I could see doing that trip again. Camotes Island, I could see doing that. I could see going out to, like I said, Iloilo. And definitely if I'm doing it, I'll vlog it. Yeah, and it looks like the internet's back up and good. So yeah, let's see, why not get Starlink? So I thought about Starlink, and so the thing about Starlink though is you got an initial cost that you have to buy the hardware for, and then so if I'm here, right, I got to mount that dang antenna somewhere, and that might not go well with the association. So I don't know. I've kind of gone back and forth with it if I wanted it. Originally, when I thought about it, is I would get, like on my scooter, I would strap that dang antenna like to my head or something, ride around with internet. But that was kind of a thought around it. But when I've seen other vloggers like Tim K, I know has Starlink, and just watching when he was doing live streams, it would just completely drop out. So I think Starlink might be a better option in a couple of years. But yeah, no, Starlink's a great option, especially if you're out in the provinces. Here in the city, though, Globe has been fine. I just got to go back to the Globe store and tell them, hey, look, my connection is really bad, and they'll come by and they'll send a team over and they'll rewire my connection to make sure I've got a 200 meg pipe. So I should be good. But yeah, Starlink is an option. It is an option. Always get blurry when I'm drinking. Yes, always get blurry when you're drinking. Yeah, me too. Me too. Stick to bikes, nature, and enjoy life, man. I hear you, dude. That's a great philosophy no matter what, right? Stick to bikes and enjoy life, bikes and nature. I'm with you. I'm with you. I wouldn't worry too much about the channel identity. Yeah. Variety is the spice of life, and I think you're doing a fine job. Jake, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. I worry a little bit. You talk a little bit about trying to niche down on all that stuff and get all over the place with it. So yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just kind of doing what I do, right? And just go out and get the camera going. And really, my goal is to just kind of show people what it's like living here. And yeah, and I'm just going to keep doing that. So I appreciate that, man. I sent a box to my LDR in October, but it hasn't arrived yet. I'm a little disappointed in the service. I guess better late than never. So October, yeah, it depends on when you sent it. So I sent my boxes in November, and they got here in January. So it takes a while. What you might want to do, what I did, I didn't do it. So I sent 3 boxes. I sent 1 box the first time, and then I followed up with 2 boxes, or vice versa. I can't remember which. But anyways, I sent like 3 boxes. The second set of boxes that I shipped, I put in air tags. And I'm telling you, if you could do that, that makes a big difference. Now, you're not going to be able to track it the whole way, but as soon as it got to a port and then it got around another iPhone, I was able to track that box. So that was really, really helpful in my shipments. And if you don't have iPhone or any of that, I think there are other kind of AirTag devices out there. I think Droid makes one. But I highly recommend that as you're shipping your boxes. Just freaking throw an AirTag or similar device in there, and made a big difference. Made a big difference. Caught me off guard. Merry Christmas. Watch the Modelo Calm. Chris, please can't stay. Gotta hide eggs and light pumpkins. All right. Oh, please watch the. That's great. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. That's fun. Yeah, we just decided to do an impromptu live. Just decided to, I figure people are home. It's Christmas Eve in the States, Christmas morning here. People are home. I got up super early. Like I said, I was fighting a little bit of a bug. So went to bed early last night to try to get plenty of rest. So I think I was asleep by 9 and then got up, of course, 4:30. So was up super early. So went ahead and just like, let's just do an impromptu live. I wanted to test a couple things. I do have an Ethernet cable for my connection, but that I still had some connectivity issues. So I think I am going to go to Globe. So yeah, just kind of testing some things out, as well as I knew people would be home. So thought we'd do a quick Christmas Day live. Yes, happy Christmas Eve. Quick question: what are you using for a U.S. mail service, fan? Yes, I'm using Family. I forwarded stuff to my ex-wife and my daughter, so they're doing my mail. But you can do a mail service. I know a lot of people do that, and they talk about that. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of paper mail. I did last year as I was kind of wrapping up jobs and stuff like that with W-2s. But this year I really don't really have any mail, so it's not a big deal. But you could use a mail service if you want. I know a lot of guys use that and have a lot of success with that. So yeah. Have you visited Bintan Island yet? It's off the coast of Cebu. It looks really cool. Yeah, so let's look at that, right? Let's look at Bintan Island. We'll go back out on the map. Scroll out. So yeah, what you're talking about. And to get there from Bintan Island, you can get there pretty easily. You can take a bus up to the Hignaya port, and then you can take that over to Bintan Island. So yes, I've actually been over to Bintan Island probably 3 or 4 times now. Love this little island, really beautiful. I've stayed at Dakota Beach Resort, which is it's just an epic resort. I've got a couple of videos from there. I've also stayed at another place. Where was that? The Sandshell or something like that, I think it was. Sea Breeze. Yep, I stayed over there. Really great little place. Yeah, I love Bintan Island. It's probably beaches wise, it's probably one of the best beaches that I've been to here in the Philippines. Just beautiful. Yeah, I mean, look at that, right? Just beautiful beaches there. It is really flat though, which whatever, for most people that won't be a deal. But it was one of the things I really liked about Camotes is it's a lot more hillier, which is a motorcyclist. It's kind of fun to ride in those hilly kind of twisty roads. But yeah, Bintan Island is absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. I've got some videos on that too, if you look back to my earlier stuff. And it is relatively easy to get to from here to Cebu. You can, especially if you have your own transportation, like I do a motorcycle, you just ride up, catch the port over or catch the ferry over, and then boom, you're right there. So if you don't have your own transportation, you can take a bus over or a cab. A cab will cost you probably, I don't even know, maybe 2,000 to 3,000 pesos to get up to Hignaya port. So yeah, yep. Beautiful. Love Bintan Island. Definitely a fan of Bintan Island. Love it, love it, love it. If and when you start dating again, does age come into play? Yeah, Ryan, I think so. I mean, dating wasn't a big priority for me when I moved out here. It really wasn't. Just kind of relaxing, kind of getting myself together, that kind of deal. But yeah, I mean, it's a factor, and it's something to think about when you're out here dating. You definitely want maturity. I initially didn't want to date anyone younger than 30 when I got out here. That was kind of my goal, and college degree, over 30, that kind of deal. Good family. So yeah, I mean, I would say that's similar things I would looking for, but I'm really kind of not looking for dating right now. I'm just kind of chilling. I really do. I want to kind of get back into, make sure that my running is on track and all that stuff. Before I start dating, it takes a lot, right? It really does. And, if I look at that, I want to be where I have time and energy to kind of put towards that type of thing. I just don't right now, right? I want to kind of refocus and reset on other things. So, but yeah, I mean, age is a factor. It really is. It's interesting here too, Ryan, because it's a completely different dating dynamic. If you look at the average age of the Philippines here, the people, it's a young community, right? It's a young kind of culture or whatever. And you'll have women in their your early 20s who are approaching you and who are expressing interest in you. And it's really kind of shocking as a guy in your 50s, like, what's this 20-year-old woman wanting to date me? And so you kind of have to step back a little bit and be like, oh, okay. And then, just kind of look at it from a different perspective, and because it's a little bit of a shock at first when you get here and you see that. So it opens up, this dating age and kind of thing. But I think, just kind of looking for the mature, Filipina who's established and that kind of thing is what interests me. Like I said too, also just getting myself back on track and in order would be what I would look to do next. But yeah, I mean, it's still a factor. It's a play. But the other thing about age on that, Ryan, is, I mean, it's hard to date someone your own age here. It's almost like I don't even see women my own age. And I don't. They're just like not even around. I don't know what happens. Like at the age of 35, like women disappear. You just don't see them. They're like, I don't really see like women my own age hardly ever. It's really wild on that. Are there things you can do without a girlfriend that you couldn't do before besides meeting other women? Oh, are there things I could do without well, honestly, the motorcycle was a big issue for Joe and I. So, because it's just not very comfortable for two people up on that bike for long distances. And it's actually not very comfortable for one person for long distances. And what makes it comfortable for one person is the ability to move around a lot on the seat. It's kind of, I'm really cramped on that bike. The riding position is not the greatest of that bike. It's one of the reasons why I'm looking to get the another motorcycle, just a bigger bike. Because I think it would be fine for a Filipino, a smaller person, but I'm 5'10", I'm 225 pounds. I'm kind of a bigger guy, and I felt kind of cramped a little bit on that bike. And after about an hour on that bike, I was uncomfortable. So, but moving around on that seat, if it was just me, it gave me a lot more room. And so that riding would be one thing. That's about the only thing I think that stood out between Joe and I as far as what didn't really would be something I would do now. And then just kind of, I don't know, maybe trips with the guys or something like that would be something else that's there, but not too much. Are you interested in marrying again or just remaining single? Yeah, no, I'm kind of a marriage kind of guy. But that's like down the road, right? Not even in the near future. I mean, I'd want to be dating with someone for, probably at least a year before I'd want to get married to them, just because it takes you for really a long time to kind of get to know somebody. But I am definitely, I'm a marriage kind of guy. I actually liked being a husband. I like that. I don't know. I like being a husband. I like being dad. I really identified with that whole scenario. I think a lot of us, especially as a Westerner, aspire to have that kind of deal. And I like that. Honestly, I actually struggled when I got divorced because I just felt like I lost my identity, right? I just was this husband. I was this, this father and all that stuff. And boom, overnight, that was gone. So I do like that part of it. I've never been kind of a big dating kind of guy where I date a bunch of women. I mean, I've dated 3 women since 2010, 3 women. So I've never been that kind of, that kind of dude, but I don't know, right? It's hard to say, it's hard to say. I've been seeing all the videos about Korean bar owners. Yes, I saw that too. Foreigners allowed to own. Oh wait, I thought you were talking about the guy who got in a fight on the Angeles City. Let's see here. So I've seen all these videos about Korean bar owners. Foreigners are allowed to own commercial property in the Philippines. So they can't own, I don't know actually about commercial property. I know foreigners, you can't own property. So maybe what they're doing is they have some type of Philippines partner. So in that, so if it's a business and the business owner is Filipino, then yeah, you could be like a partner in that, right? So that could be what's going on there. But the primary owner would have to be Filipino. So maybe that's what they're doing. I know with real estate, right? There's ways around it. So that's why some foreigners buy condos versus houses, because you can own the condo outright, provided that the occupancy, there's a certain percentage of occupancy with Filipinos in that condo. And there's ways around that too. Like if you want to buy a house, what you could do is lease the land from the Filipino, and then you can build the house on that leased land. And pretty much have a 25-year lease with another 25-year built in, and basically have your own house that way. So there's some ways around it. But yeah, I think it's got to be, as far as businesses, I think it has to be primarily a Filipino owner in that. But yeah, it was Xmas gifts to give for a very special Christmas. Yeah. Yes. I missed it earlier. Yes. Next time I'll include Apple AirTags. Dude, I'm telling you, the AirTags were great. That was, I didn't do it on the first time. And the second boxes that I shipped, man, that was just so cool because I could track them the whole, pretty much, like I said, I couldn't track them while they're on the boat, but when they hit some port, and then they hit Manila, and boom, I saw them, and then I saw them here at Cebu. So yeah, it was really helpful. Gary, yes, Gary, Merry Christmas to you and Jing. Yeah, I hope you're good there. Gary says Merry Christmas, Joe. So yes, Merry Christmas, brother. Hope you're good there. We'll get together soon. I know you guys are tied up today, and no worries, man. No worries. But we'll get together this week for sure. So hope you're good. Oh, those women you speak of, they're actually homemakers. The Philippines is traditional that way. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. There's a lot. Gentlemen, I feel that the Philippines is probably the best place for us to come and find out that committed relationship, right? It really is. I feel like if you're looking for a wife or a girlfriend, there's probably no better place in the country than right here. It's just really, it's a good place for that. And, that's what they want as well. So yeah, absolutely. Yes, traditional way. Swap the 350 with a Himalayan. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Someone was interested in your life.
And then do and then comparison. Oh, okay. Excuse me 1 second. All right. Yeah, swap the 350 with the Himalayan 411. It's hard to buy and sell bikes here, man. It's really hard to buy and sell bikes. It's almost impossible. Like, I struggled so hard to sell a dang scooter. I just couldn't do it. It was hard. Yeah, no, I really struggled with selling that scooter. So buying and selling bikes is almost impossible. It's hard. It's not like in the West, where I could just list the bike and 2 or 3 days later it's sold. I really struggle with that. There's the registration and how you get the registration part over. I can only imagine what it's going to be like to sell my Himalayan. So really hard, really hard. Love your channel, wonderful content. Stumbled upon it looking stuff for Cebu. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, thanks, man. So yeah, I'm based out here in Cebu City. I've been living here the past year. I'm going to continue to vlog. Cebu City is I'm here for the next year. So I'm going to show you guys stuff that's here. Also trips that are easy to do from Cebu City. That's kind of been my content for the past year and will continue to be. So yeah, really looking forward to kind of 2024 and what's going on here. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You can own 60/40. Yep, 60/40 in the Philippines. Absolutely. Absolutely. I found a solution. Date a girl that already has a motorcycle. You could ride separately. Regarding marriage, don't think I would do it again. Yeah, I hear you. It's better to be a breadwinner without marriage. Is it better to be a breadwinner without marriage? Yeah, it's a little bit different dynamic here with the dating. But as far as, so the first part, yes, find a girl who already has a motorcycle. That's easy. Like, everyone rides here. Like, everybody rides here. It's really cool in that regard. They're practically born on motorcycles. So Joe actually rides. She's got a scooter. She rides a lot too. So, but yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with that. I mean, I'm definitely going to take my time and know the mistakes I made before, right, and identify those kind of deal. But yeah, the other thing too that I think is different about here in the Philippines is if you were to get married again and if you wanted to get a premarital agreement, those are pretty bulletproof here. In the United States, they're not, right? I had one in the United States. Now it turned a divorce that maybe cost whatever 50,000, and it could have cost me $250,000, right? So it did help, but they're not bulletproof. Like here in the Philippines, they're pretty dang bulletproof. And in the United States, you can't Spousal support, you're not getting away from that. You're not going to get away from that, at least in the state of Colorado. But it did save me from like my house, save me from my 401k, my big time stuff. But here you can you can make it pretty bulletproof where you can be protected financially in this country, and in the United States not so much. So I mean, if that's a concern, you could look that direction. Yes, you need Merry Christmas. Yes, Mitch, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas Eve if you're in the United States. Yes, Merry Christmas. Yes. Yes, Merry Christmas. Hope all's good there in Mindanao. I tracked my boxes from Okinawa to Cebu. Love the air tags. Yes. Yep, absolutely, man. Just that made a big difference. That made a big difference. Get together sounds great. Jen and I are looking really, yes, so were we. Yep, same here. Same here. Swap is easy. Filipinos love that. So talking about selling the motorcycles, I don't know why, dude. I struggled getting rid of that dang freaking scooter, man. I could not sell that dang thing. And the registration was such a pain in the butt. And I just, man. And then when I looked at the pricing that they were selling used scooters were almost as much as they were selling for new. So it was just weird, man. It's a weird dynamic. And then the registration, I don't know, man. I just was like, screw this. I almost gave the damn thing away. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I was pretty frustrated. It was really easy in the United States. And then so here's the thing on that, right? I think it's a lot like most things here. Once you understand how it's done, it's easy. But getting to that is hard, But once you understand how it all works, and that might be a similar deal, is that, once you understand that process. And I wish the dealership would just, I wish I could trade it in. If I could trade in my Hunter 350 and they give me whatever, a couple bucks on that would be great too at the dealership, but they don't do that. Like in the States, you just bring in your old bike. They'll give you an offer on that. I mean, that's what I did on one of my bikes, but they can't do it here. Merry Christmas. Yes. From Negros Oriental. Okay. Just stayed at Cebu Business Park this past week with my fiance. Enjoyed the city. Yes. Nice. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Where's that city at? Let's see if we can find it on the map. Yeah. Let's take a look. And I think it was north, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be a small town. I don't see it up there.
Yeah, you have to.
All right. Well, I don't see it up there, but I see. I think it's Oriental. That's the north part, isn't it? Oh. No worries. Well, that's cool. Yes. Merry Christmas. Glad you were here in Cebu. Hope things went well with the relationship and your meetup with your fiance. That's cool. Facebook Marketplace is key. Yeah, dude, I posted it there twice. No, 3 times. I posted on Facebook Marketplace and really just struggled trying to get rid of it, trying to sell it. Yep. Yeah. And we had people call and contact, and they wouldn't negotiate on the price. Or that we had people within a couple hundred pesos even. And it's like, it's a weird dynamic. Rich, yes, Merry Christmas to you both. I messaged you on Instagram by mistake. I remember you saying you don't check. Yeah, sorry, brother. I don't really do much on Instagram. I'm just so consumed by YouTube and then now Facebook. It's hard for me to get on other platforms. But yeah, no worries, man. No worries. One is south of Dumaguete. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look. Where's that at? South of Dumaguete. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Really popular area too, right? When you look at places to stay in Dumaguete, Bakong is at a really great area too. And then Duan. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I rode through there when I was looking for places to stay. I stayed. Looked at Duan, but Bakong is a really popular area too, where a lot of foreigners are at in that Bakong area. So yeah, appreciate that. Yep. Hey man, I'm glad I caught you live. Yeah, got my DJI mic that you recommended. Yeah, like it so far. Thanks. Cannot wait to meet you next month. Yeah, I'm really a huge fan of the DJI mics. They work phenomenal. Big fan, big fan. And then the Pocket 3, it also has a mic in it too that is there. It comes with a the next generation, which I believe this is the second generation of the mics that I would suspect they'll be making available here soon. I'm a big fan of DJI. They make good drones. I bought this camera, the Pocket 3. So really liking it. I was trying to live stream with this today. That's what I was one of the things I wanted to test out with is live stream with this, but couldn't get it to work. But big fan of DJI. Big fan of DJI. I think they make good. Yeah. Yeah, the microphones work well, and external audio. If you're external audio is really important when you're vlogging. Having that audio set up, having it work well is key. Sorry, I'm seeing an internet slowness again. So we'll get with I'll get with Globe, talk to them about, see what they can do to kind of increase my bandwidth. DJI is good stuff. I got a drone and gimbal and I love it. I'm a big fan of DJI. I do. I think they make good quality stuff, good products. I have the drone. I don't really fly the drone too much. I want to get to where I can fly it in some places. It's not really good here in Cebu City, but as far as flying it, just city. Actually, I might be able to fly it around here because I'm not so close to the airport. But yeah, I want to fly the drone a lot more. Get up and about on that. And then, like I say, the Pocket 3. This camera is phenomenal at night. 1-inch sensor. You can really do some low light stuff. So excited about that. I'll be in meet and greet on the 22nd. Okay, great, man. Yeah, we're doing those every Monday. Every Monday we're doing those meet and greets. So show up if you like. The location right now is set to the Starbucks, but we'll might need to change it as the group grows because there's really not a lot of room in that Starbucks to expand and grow. But yeah, meet and greet on the Mondays or every Monday will be. I'm excited about those too, honestly, because it takes away from me having to schedule and set something up. We can just have those in place. Anyways, you have it, you're prepared. Yeah. It's DJI. Yeah, on the external mics. Yep. Well, guys, I think I'm just going to do a quick live here. I wanted to test a couple things out. So that's it for me. And we got some more bad internet stuff. So we'll just drop it as here. Really appreciate everyone. Here's to the new year and hope everyone have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.